What is up, guys? Griffin with Farm Sound Flippers here as always with my very beautiful and very lovely wife, young Thrifty chick.
Hello, hello.
Today we're going to go ahead and run you through five items that we each sold. And we're going to let you know what we paid for them, and the value that we received upon the sale. As we do. This is a weekly series. We're a little bit late with this one. We've been doing a lot of shorts. We've been doing a lot of thrifting. A lot going on in the background here. But we'll go ahead and start today with this one. This was a Avon FM12 gas mask that I picked up randomly from a thrift store. It was just sitting there. I had no idea what it was worth. I knew it was cool, and even if it wasn't worth money, I kind of just wanted it anyway because it was $5.50. This is actually a gas mask used by NATO still to this day. This is official. It was complete. Obviously, it doesn't have the canister that would be attached, but nonetheless, a functional CBRN gas mask used by the military. And these are legal to own. Trust me, I did look that up. There's a lot of interest in this item. I listed it. The sold comp that I seen once we got back home for this, the last one had sold for $100, but I looked at similar ones at the time. They were all listed for about $140 to $150. I listed this at $145. I ended up sitting on it for about, what do you think, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So I sat on it for 2 weeks. I got an offer, from a top-rated buyer for $120, and I took it. I paid $5.50 for it. That is what we call in this industry a home run. I was very happy to get the $120. I'm sure he was very happy with his CBRN gas mask, and case closed. All day long. You see something crazy like this, you buy it. Oh, I got that. I did that last time.
So here we have a Disney Maleficent Sleeping Beauty ceramic figure. Obviously, look at how awesome she looks. There's not a scratch on her. She was actually made in Japan. And that is why she was listed for so much, because she wasn't made in China, folks. She was made in Japan. And it also, you can't see here, but on the bottom it does show that she was made in Japan. This means, the line across means I did not take it for $50. I accepted an offer for $40. And I paid, I think, $3 for this one. So
You
that
paid
was great.
$3 for that?
$3 at
Wow.
a garage sale. Thanks to Bargain Daddy. He found it. I told him to pick it up. He showed me the bottom of it, Japan. And I said grab it immediately because it was worth money. And for $3, I think it was, that is a great, great deal. One of my favorite figurines. I was sad to see it go, but I was certainly happier to see the money coming in. And I also got a positive feedback from this person as well.
Yeah. Well, you got positive feedback because it's freaking awesome. She had pushback from me about even selling it. I wanted to display it, but work has slowed down for us this time of year, and so we push a little bit harder. We sell some of the stuff that we maybe normally wouldn't, to try and make up some of that lost income. This was one of them, but a really quality piece. Great pickup for $3, guys. If you stumble into something like that, trust me, pick it up.
Normally, one thing, Dad. Normally, if you were to see something like this and it's chipped, I mean, like the fact that it wasn't and it was mint is amazing.
Yeah, that's a big deal. When you're talking about stuff like this, especially Disney collectibles, if it's chipped, guys, just put it back down because people aren't going to want it.
No.
Next, I got this weird thing. So we're in Goodwill, and I mean, it was picked over. They basically had, next to nothing. We pulled a couple things out of there. And then I seen this thing just kind of sitting there, and it just randomly in an aisle, I think there was dishes. And the funny thing about this is basically a touristy piece. Now, if you were in Australia, you obviously could get a real boomerang. This is not, but it says guaranteed to work correctly. So, and it was actually manufactured and made in Australia. When I looked at the price tag, it was $1.50. Okay, and as soon as I seen $1.50, now if this would have been $8, it never would have came home with us. But for $1.50, I knew it'd sell, and it would sell right away. I couldn't find another example of this specific one, so I just kind of took a best guess. But I sold it for $17.99 plus shipping, guys. So that's a profit. Is it a home run? No. But look, I made what, $13 after fees on this all day long, and it didn't even cost me $16.21. But that's another thing. We hit on this in the last video. Is you also have to include in your shipping materials, your ink, your boxes, your bubble wrap. Those things cost you money, and as a seller, it's shipping and handling, as we say. But again, if you see stuff like this that's weird, pick it up, especially if it's really cheap like this was, you'll make money.
Also, another one of my favorites. I've actually had this for a long time, and when I say a long time, I mean like a year. I bought this specifically in a lot on Marketplace a year ago in the summertime with a whole bunch of other strawberry shortcake, and I love strawberry shortcake a lot. I used to have it as a kid, and I especially have it now. The lot, I paid a lot of money for the lot. I'm not going to say how much, but I
paid a lot of money for the lot?
For the lot. Yeah, I did. So I didn't really know how to list this, to be honest with you, only because there was so much of it, and it was a pain in the butt. Like, there was just accessories everywhere, in bags. I mean, the person I bought it from, she took really good care of it, but it was really hard because I had to do a lot of research. But actually, Ghriffin motivated me when he was doing his He-Man stuff. He got me into thinking, like, okay, well, if he can do it, I can do it. It took a long time, but then after a while, it was really fun. And what's cool is that it smells. You can see the scent. The scent's still there. It's very actively fresh in the scent. I have tons of other pieces that I still have listed. I actually sold another one like this, but nowhere near like this. But it's about $50. There are still some pieces missing, but it's mint condition, and I got exactly what I asked for, which is great.
And we actually have a short when she's in her little office space, and she's putting this together. She had it all laid out on the floor, taking pictures, and I went in there and we did a short of just how chaotic and how much strawberry shortcake there actually was. It was
A lot.
yeah, and that short got what I think like 1,400 views, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, that's a lot of strawberry shortcake."
At least it was worth it.
Yeah.
But this was fun. I had a lot of fun wadding this together and taking the pictures and stuff. So I'm glad that it sold for this, but I'm also very happy that I shipped it out and packed it very well to somebody who is going to love this probably more than me.
Yeah, and I've done really great on the He-Man stuff, and I knew we both would, but sometimes you get those really big lots and it's intimidating. It's a lot of work. You don't always have time. We're juggling like 3 or 4 things, always. There's not a lot of time in the day for us, so to try to really dig in, to the gigantic lots that we have sometimes is hard. So it's great that she did that, and she's starting to now see her return on the investment. So really cool. Love it. Love to see it. Speaking of giant lots and collections that you need to get into and sell off, um, this is a part of mine. I think on the last one I showed you guys the light FX characters that were new and sealed that I had for Disney Infinity. I love Disney Infinity. I already have all of these characters, but I have no use for boxed Infinity characters. I actually play the game. I love the game. I have these all already, but they're unboxed because I actually put them on the base and use them to play the game. These were pristine, mint condition in the box. Says $69.99. I took an offer for $56, and I wasn't even going to do that because I thought this was really fairly priced. But the buyer actually sent me a message and said it's what he could afford, and he's not reselling these. He wants them for himself because he played Disney Infinity with his daughters. And for me, I was like, all right, man, you got me. Because so did I. And that's why I love it. So I took the $56 and very carefully shipped these out to make sure the next day, and they got to him. Actually, today they were delivered. So I hope that he loves these. I know that he will, and it's an awesome sale for me. And at this point, I had already made my money back on this lot, so this was pure profit. Easiest sale of my life to let go for that amount of money. What do you got?
This doll right here, we got her at Walmart last week, believe it or not, in the beginning of the week. $5 for her. We did a short on her, and I listed her like right away. She recently sold this week for exactly what I asked for. So this was completely pure profit. I didn't lose a dime on this. I actually made $20 on this because, packing and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you got costs, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't lose anything on the shipping because I actually had to make a box for this because I didn't have a box that was big enough. So I made one. But I didn't lose money on that, is what I mean. So
yeah.
I was very excited. She was the last one at Walmart. She was the only one, actually, in the clearance aisle. And I was like, oh, I must have her because she's cute, she's classy, and she's fun. And her name is Peyton. She's just a little cute doll. And I was hoping that a little girl would like her just as much as me.
I'm sure there's a little girl, whatever little girl out there that receives this doll, I'm sure she'll love the dolly. She is a good-looking little dolly.
Yeah.
Certainly, probably going to be for Christmas for some little girl, right?
Yeah, they got it the other day, I think.
Yeah, it's that time of year, guys, and this is when you start to see your eBay sales hopefully increase if you have that kind of merchandise. You take some here. This is a 1,000-foot crutch Christian rock band CD, brand new sealed. It's worth about $25. Don't expect to sell this before Christmas, right? But if you have toys and things like that, stuff for kiddos, that, as long as you have good listings and good pictures, it should fly off the shelf. All right. You guys know something about this if you watch our shorts. We love blind bags. We do a lot of that on this channel. We open blind bags when we're not making FaceTime videos or reselling videos. We open blind bags and toys. We are consumer advocates. It's what we do. I got a really great deal on, from one seller on a gigantic lot of these. These are 2016 Care Bears and Cousins blind bags. We exhausted the content that we could make with it realistically on YouTube. And we have a pretty good collection, including a lot of duplicates that we'll be able to lot and eventually sell. We still have 4 bags that we're gonna keep because I think we're thinking of maybe doing a Christmas Eve live stream with where we just open random stuff. So we put 4 of those aside for that, but then I just slotted them in 5 at $5 a bag. Some people are trying to get $14, $10, $12 a bag. I was being very conservative. This is the first lot I've sold, and I have 3 of these, so it's $75. Guys, I got 40 of these bags, and I did not spend $75. And we've opened quite a few, so I'm very happy with this because it's excess. We don't need it. So happy to see somebody else get that value because these are impossible to find right now for under about $10, and I have them listed for $5 a piece. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. Sometimes when you do toy openings, you will end up with excess. But the great thing with toy openings is you can sell the excess, and not only can you sell the excess, but you can sell the stuff that you open, lot it together, and sell it and recoup almost, if not more, than your money when you get the chase figures. You got to be lucky. That's gambling for kids and adults.
So this one is one of my favorites. Disney Mickey's Extreme Bowling. It's a tabletop game. Obviously works. This was kind of hard to ship out, not gonna lie. I mean, the wrapping was okay, but trying to find a box for that was hard. But it was going for about $100 because it's vintage. It's very old. I think it was from the 90s or something. I think actually it was, maybe it was like 91, I don't remember, but 89, 90s. Very cool. Bargain Daddy bought this at a garage sale. I think it was $5 or $10. I don't remember. It was in the summer, guys, so I don't really remember.
Bargain Daddy strikes again.
Get it strikes.
Yeah, I didn't even. Yeah, no pun intended, guys. Sorry.
That was funny. You could have just said no pin intended.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So this was really cool. I didn't really care to see this go. I like Mickey, but it was just taking up a lot of space in the garage. But yes, it was kind of a nightmare to ship, but everything comes apart, so it was.
Did you have to make
easy.
a box for that one too?
No.
No. Okay, that's good.
No, but I had to maneuver it in the box and
manipulate it in strange.
Yeah. So I definitely got what I asked for. I did eat a little bit of the shipping because this said $7.28. Obviously, that was.
Well, how much you pay for this?
I said about $5 to $10.
So it's okay.
I just don't remember.
Yeah.
It was in the summer. I don't remember what.
Yeah. Well, even if you paid
I think it was $5.
Even if you ate $7
$10.
worth of shipping, $7 worth of shipping,
yeah,
it's still a home run.
So I made about, I would say $75 because of fees, maybe 70, but definitely a home run for me.
Home run.
Only because this was so cheap and everything was there. All the pieces were there. It's very rare to come across something like this and have everything in it.
Yeah.
Which is
you
never know. Or if it's broken or Mickey's missing or something, it's like
if you were missing anything out of that, you would not have gotten that amount. I promise.
And also, if Mickey was missing, that would be worthless. Pointless because who's gonna bowl?
Yeah.
Yourself?
No.
But
well, it's
home run.
Yeah, home run on that one. Wow. I want to show you this. Seemingly it's just a Blu-ray, but there's a lesson to be learned in this one. We have a local media honey hole here where everything, and I mean, Young Thrifty Chick and I, we don't. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. We don't know anything about records, and maybe at some point we got to learn, because I know there's going to be a lot of you out there that are like, what do you mean you don't know? You guys are resellers, you don't know about records. Well, yeah, we don't. And we don't know anything about 8-track tapes. I know a little bit about cassettes. We know a lot about CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays and 4K Ultras. That's what we know, and that's what we dabble in. And you or most people would think Blu-rays and DVDs are worthless. They're not. Now, granted, 95% of them are worthless. But stuff like this is what you would call, and this is a great movie, by the way. I think it's from 1939. Right? Oh, it says 1939. So this is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. And today, with the political climate the way it is, this is about a guy who goes to Washington and just it doesn't understand anything because none of it makes sense. And he's like, well, why don't you do it this way? Just do it this way. What do you mean it doesn't work? You can just do it this way and it'll work. So it's kind of a funny movie. Politics has always been, one of those tropes in Hollywood where they kind of make fun of it. This is a great movie. This is the Digibook. So it's meant to look like a book, and then you open it up and the Blu-ray's in there. And this was new and sealed. And I found this for $1. And this place, is this place in the last couple weeks that we've gone there is probably going to pay, the rent for this month from what we've taken out of there. So keep your eyes open for stuff like this. This will help you out in between your home runs, because I even got the shipping on this. I didn't have to offer free shipping. I paid $1 after fees and everything. I just cleared $13. It's the easiest thing in the world to ship. It's the easiest thing in the world to list. You take a picture of the front, a picture of the back, dunskies. And all you got to do is find another listing that has the same thing. Hit sell one like this, done. Easy breezy.
Okay, so last but not least, one of my favorites, got this really cheap for I believe it was $3.50. And it's so funny because I sell these a lot. It's Gemi, of course. You always see me with Gemi. Put batteries in this thing, and it's so funny because it's the outhouse. It's Santa's outhouse, and he actually makes noise. The toilet flushes. He's going to the bathroom. He peeks his head out. You can see him. He's talking. Yeah, very funny, very comical. It's stupid, but stupid funny.
I remember the first time you showed me what this thing did. I was laughing. I was laughing my eyes out because I'm like, come on, man.
And it's really cool because not only does it, when you press the button, it makes a sound, but it also lights up. It's funny that the outhouse has lights and it has a Santa hat because it's like, Santa. Yeah. It's his private place, leave him alone kind of thing. And yeah, so it works, perfect condition. I asked for 27 and I got 27 for it. Yeah. And definitely made a good profit on this. So very cool. I always get Gemi. Always get Gemi if you are into thrifting. It's worth money, especially if you get it for very cheap. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I love this. I love this, guys. I wasn't sure what it was, when I first see it. I'm like, what is this? And then, when she showed me, it makes noise and, what it did, I was over the moon with it. I knew somebody would buy it. As silly as it seems, people love stuff like this. There's a lot of Coors Light drinking NASCAR fans out there, and we love stuff like this. So.
It was a royal flush.
That's it. And she means to say a real winner, guys, a real winner. And it was with this one. So, as we do, we'll continue to go down the road making this series because it's fun for us. We like to do it. We like to show you. It's not always the most valuable things that we find, but we try to find this stuff to convey to you what you might be able to find out there realistically. What can make you money on any scale. Whether it's a lot of money or just a little bit of money, but just making money. And the kind of stuff that people are actually looking for, on eBay and that you can use to earn some extra income. And that's basically it. You got anything else for this one?
Not really. I don't want to get too far into it because we are limited on time. But yeah, that's all I really have today.
All right, guys. Well, then, for Ghriffin and Young Thrifty Chick, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
See ya.